every day. Over 10,000 people go to the National Gallery to see the hay wain. But more will come and see this because it's got more of a social statement about it.
Also, because I'd substituted the hay wain for a zonda.
It's poetry in paint. The light just bouncing off here and then work it in, work it in.
Genius plan was to paint the inside of the car on the outside, with James taking the bonnet, me the side, and Jeremy the boot.
Can you tell what it is yet?
Jeremy, though, didn't quite get the idea.
Right, red for the blood.
Mate? What? But it's supposed to be what's inside the car.
How do you know there isn't a horse's head in the boot? Check it out!
One of the purposes of the original Grand Tour wasn't just to look at things and learn about things, it was also to enhance your capabilities. You would learn to do things. You might do, I don't know, writing sonnets, playing musical instruments, regional cooking maybe. I'm having a go at watercolour painting. It's absolutely delightful.
We spent an enjoyable hour or so painting. But then...
Ooh. What are you doing?
I'm defusing a bomb, Hammond. What do you think I'm doing?
Yeah, I'm baking a cake.
It looks like you're painting.
We are painting. Hammond then decided he'd like to have a go as well.
Right. That one.
Soon, our art was finished.
I think I've rushed mine.
Still, could be worse.
It was difficult before I saw this to imagine anything more hideous than the actual car. But you've done it, Hammond.
It's the way that you've managed to eradicate any sense of place.
Yeah, I know.
And pretty soon, I was ready to start work.
Everybody down. Revenge for all those hype gags. Every time he's called me hamster.
This is for every time you've been late and lost.
Can you tell what it says yet?
You draw him. Because he's got an incredibly small face, okay? Right, so he's got a small face, and he's got really quite a big head. So, he actually looks like that.
He doesn't look like that.
He does. Put a proper picture of him on the screen.
Oh, God, he looks like that. He does look like that. It's amazing.
Same.
What a fabulous arrangement. Look at that.
Look, you can draw him. He's really quite good. You can have your own personal Eric Pickles on your thumb.
Oh, look at that. It's Eric Pickles. Wow. Eric Pickles. That's brilliant.
Go up the pitch together in formation so we can pass straight up, but be ready to come back down again. Very important, reversing if necessary. If not, you can get to the other end and you can quite easily do a handbrake turn around the post. Either side, handbrake turn around the post.
I can turn it into a sketch pad there, and I can just, you know, draw pretty patterns and so on. The sat-nav is tracing my route, so when I've had enough of driving around in the countryside, I can simply follow the route back to where I started from. That's clever. But what about comfort?
Sort of montage, if you like, of typical roadside sights on a chauffeur journey through China. So I've got some trees in here. Trees right here to there.
May we see, James May, what you have achieved instead of doing emails?
Well, it's naive.
If I were your mum or dad, I'd put that on the fridge door and I'd be very proud of you.
This is going on the wall at home.
Doing a skid! Doing a big skid now!
Many Hollywood scenes have been filmed here over the years, but none has ever looked or sounded quite as bovine as this. And none has ever caused quite so much damage.
Suggestions? I mean, running away, obviously.
That's where I was going with it.
I was going running away, really.
How far should we run away?
Quite a long way. What I've done is inject a touch of the familiar to this otherwise quite alien scene. It's difficult really to explore the allegorical significances and layers of the painting when I'm, well, sober.
What you've done is you've painted a Land Rover in the middle of a Vietnamese scene.
Yeah.
Mind you, you're in for a big surprise when you see what May's done to your galleon.
There's a design in the middle which is, well, it'll be something heraldic, it'll be like an eagle-y thing, so...
What you've done, Richard Hammond, is paint on your Mini the flag of Mexico.
God, I have, have I?
You have.
Right, gentlemen, what we want from you is the most difficult type of space rocket, a space shuttle. This has to work properly. It has to have the big fuel tank, it has to have the booster rockets, they all have to separate, and most importantly, we have to be able to bring it back down under control to a landing.
And it's worth saying as well that nobody's going to go in this,
Yeah.
but it has to be landed.
James was busy drawing a diagram.
The four walls are precast pieces of concrete, and then in the middle we have this, which is the chimney breast. And then there are steel RSJs running across like that. Everything else in between is just wooden floorboards. So if we knock out that bit there, which is holding all of the house up, the roof and everything else will fall into a neat pile in the middle.
Example, the double Mini roundabout, okay? So you come round here, then it's your right of way going up here, but